Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Croc. This movie certainly was. This one is taking place in Thailand, where an alligator wrangler named Jack is trying to keep his little business going. And he has this woman shows up who's supposed to basically sort of kind of check up on things, make sure everything's on the up and up, make sure everything's all right. Named Evelyn. And while Jack tries to pretty much put across that his crocodiles are harmless and nice and all this other weird stuff, there's a killer crocodile on the loose, eating fishermen and anybody who's stupid enough to go swimming in the river. Or, well, in this case, the saltwater crocodile. So, I guess if you're dumb enough to go swimming in saltwater river, lake, whatever this thing's supposed to be, you're bound to get eaten. And there's also a couple of brothers who are constantly trying to get Jack to buy out to them or sell his farm and everything like that. Of course, Jack stands his ground and all this, and well, one of them winds up getting eaten, and I think both of them wind up getting eaten about the middle of the movie. They also meet up with a croc hunter expert named Hawkins, and yeah, he winds up trying to help out Jack and Evelyn and whoever. After Jack's sister winds up getting taken by the croc to its pit. She's still alive. They wind up rescuing her and the croc in one last foul swoop to try to basically feed itself. He winds up grabbing Jack by the foot, and the crocodile gets shot in the head. But then Jack is saved when the croc pretty much is somewhat, I guess, blown up or shot or something like that. I don't know. I don't really remember. And the movie pretty much ends. Jack keeps his business. The Konsong brothers, I think it was their last names. They're dead. So yeah, weird investigation going around about a killer crocodile, along with Jack's nice crocodiles. So, figure that whole thing out. The movie stars Michael Madsen. He's pretty much the only name you might recognize this whole movie. So, why did this movie suck? Well, I'll tell you the truth. Michael Madsen puts in a really good performance in this movie. He's very likable. He doesn't play a bad guy, and I thought that was pretty cool. Other than that, there were a lot of really bad special effects in this movie and predictability. The croc effects at times were pretty bad. The gore effects were pretty much taken out because, surprise, surprise, it's a TV movie. I was really hoping that it was going to be something better than Crocodile or Crocodile 2. But it just turned out to be one great big predictable mess. And there was one scene in the movie where the crocodile got this kid, and his moron parents are pretty much more concerned with having a boat party than anything. And I thought to myself, well, you know what? You idiots deserve it. I'm going to go swimming in saltwater, Dad, Mom and Dad. Now, I will admit, that scene when the crocodile came up out of the water, had the kid in his mouth, and pulled him back under the water, it made me kind of think it was that scene from one of the most infamous scenes from Jaws, but not as bloody and not really as suspenseful, because you kind of see it coming about a mile away. I can't say the acting was bad. The character of Jack was likable. And like I said, Hawkins, I think he was likable. But again, I mean, the kills were predictable, and the closest thing to one of the goriest scenes in the movie, although I think if I remember right, it got cut down quite a bit, was one of the Konsong brothers going into his pool where the crocodile's there, and you pretty much know he's going to die, and some body parts left in it, but still, ultimately, overall, just really predictable. And again, for a TV movie, it was kind of dull, kind of boring, and pretty bad. But there you guys have it, a review of Croc. It's hunting season, and you're the prey. But I pray for anybody who's watched this movie and somehow survived it. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that was a real croc, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. Seriously, man, breath mints. Get them ASAP, buddy.